Have you ever seen weird forms of the word in Russian? Like, you studied a lot of words in Russian, mama, lampa, kniga, and suddenly you hear mamu, lampu, книгу. Changing the form of the nouns is called a case, падеж. A case shows what role a word plays in a sentence. Who does something, to what, to whom, and where. In Russian, the ending of the word changes to show its role. So today we will go deep into the fourth case, the accusative case. Винительный падеж. In this video, you can find forms of the case for and in which situations you need to use it. So, firstly, let's see how nouns change in the fourth case. Masculine and neuter nouns do not change its form. Nouns in plural forms don't change as well. But feminine nouns do change its form. If a feminine noun ends with a, it changes to у. If feminine noun ends with я, it changes to ю. Читать книгу. Я обнимаю кошку. So, in what situation we need to change the form of a noun? The direct object of an action. If the action affects something, this is our fourth case. Who or what receives the action? Кого, что. Я читаю книгу. Он видит собаку. Мы ждем поезд. Direction to where. Куда. After verbs of motion, fourth case shows destination. Я иду в школу. Мы летим на море. Он едет в Москву. We can even skip verb of motion and by case understand what's going on. Here is a comparison. Я в парке. Я в парк. Time and duration. Use the fourth case to show time duration. For how long you do something or when you do something. Я спал всю ночь. Он уехал на неделю. Мы работали весь день. When you talk about sports, use the fourth case with the preposition в. Играть в. Играть в футбол. Играть в шахматы. When someone looks like someone else. Похож на. Я похожа на маму. And prepositions. Some prepositions always take the fourth case. They show direction, purpose, or relation. Look at this. And now, the tricky part. I've told you that the change in the noun forms in the case for is super easy because only feminine nouns change its form. But I lied. It works only for inanimate nouns. There are two types of nouns: animate, alive, people or animals, and inanimate, not alive. In Russian we call it одушевленные, with a soul, and неодушевленные, without a soul. So if we are talking about animate nouns, masculine and plural nouns change their form and take the form of the second case. Я вижу брата. Я вижу стол. Fun fact, adjectives change too. Well, as you know, an adjective is a part of speech which describes noun. So it follows the same case pattern. So if вкусная каша is an object of your action, it turns into вкусную кашу. And here are all the forms of adjectives you need. Pronouns я, ты, он, она, оно, мы, вы, они also have a different cases form. Он видит его. Он видит ее. Они приглашают нас. And here our final boss. Plural. So all of the above, animate, inanimate, nouns, adjectives, different meanings, Everything can be in plural form. In the plural, the case for depends on the animacy. So, it doesn't matter if it's on, ana, or ano. The only question is it alive or not? In animate, plural, nouns and adjectives do not change their form and stay as the first case, while animate, nouns and adjectives change their form. Я вижу новые столы. Я вижу новых друзей. Я люблю моих родителей. Я люблю мои книги. So, what have you learned about the fourth case? It's the case of action, direction, and time. You can find information about all the cases in the description below. I know Russian grammar can be scary, but you've got this. Stay tuned to the next 5 cases and tell me in the comments what do you want to learn next.